Welcome back. In this portion of our show, we welcome a frequent visitor, Marie Lee, who we're used to seeing with the Hearing Support Group, but Marie is wearing her bingo hat today. Yeah. Welcome.
Thank you, and thank you for putting the spotlight on bingo.
Well, we try to spotlight a different group every other month, and bingo is our choice this month.
Oh, well, we're just delighted. And I brought a couple of my regular bingo players.
Good.
To talk about bingo today.
Who did you bring with you?
I brought Donna Lathe and
Donna.
Eric Bergstrom.
Hi, Eric. Welcome.
Hi.
Both are residents here at Greenspring. What's really special is that Eric is also a member of our bingo committee, so he helps us set up and break down for each bingo session.
There is a bingo committee.
Yes, we have a bingo committee. And what's special about Donna is that her table is intergenerational. She has her daughter.
We have fun.
That's
They
good.
have fun. And so
it's a family activity.
It
Oh,
is.
very much.
Good.
It's wonderful. And they've become part of our family here at Greenspring. All of these wonderful people who come out for just a good time
So
at bingo.
let's talk about when we can play bingo.
Okay. Well, we play bingo every other Friday night.
Okay.
So, of course, you have to start on a Friday.
Right.
So the next bingo session is tonight.
It's tonight.
Right.
All right.
November 15th.
Good.
At 7 o'clock is when the calling begins.
But we should go a little earlier?
Oh, yes. We want you to come by about 6:15 and pick out the lucky card or cards.
Okay.
And find yourself a place at a table, any table, even if you think I'm taking someone else's place. Have a seat. If they want that lucky chair, they'll ask you
There's some people like that.
You know, they'll ask you to find another place, and there's always room at the tables. And so we don't start calling until 7.
Okay, but you can get all settled and get all ready.
Oh, yeah, and you can meet some new people.
Good.
You can bring treats, you can bring
Okay,
food,
that's good.
you can bring your own wine. On special occasions, we provide maybe chocolates or something for the whole table, or
Yeah.
pretzels, or sometimes I get
In other words,
ambitious
it's like
and
if
bake
you're going to
cookies.
bring snacks, bring enough for the whole class.
Yeah. Well, bring enough for your whole table
There you
anyway.
go.
But sometimes I bake cookies for the whole class.
Oh, that's nice.
So, and that's on a real special occasion, or when I get really ambitious.
That's good.
But one way we start bingo is at 10 minutes before 7. I tell some corny jokes as I'm welcoming people.
Oh, they're good.
Welcoming everyone.
We love
They're
them.
good jokes.
Yeah, so, I mean, appropriate for today is, what do
Sure.
you get when you cross a turkey with a centipede?
I don't know. What do you get when you cross a turkey with a centipede?
Drumsticks for everybody on Thanksgiving Day.
That's good. That was a good one.
That's the kind of corny
So
joke.
we could come to play bingo
Right.
just to hear the jokes.
Well, and they get a good groan out of it.
That's good. I love groaners. Those are my favorites. Yeah.
Well, you know, I started helping with bingo over 3 years ago when they needed a caller. And I never had played bingo except in grade school.
Uh-huh.
And so this was a new experience for me. But I realized that if they didn't have bingo here at Greenspring, that there are some people who wouldn't have no social activity.
Because it's a reason to get out.
It's a reason to get out. Laughter is the best medicine.
Yes.
I mean, there are so many benefits to playing bingo that research has recently found out about.
We've got a whole list of those. Let's talk about Eric and Donna for a second.
right.
We'll come back to those benefits.
Okay.
Eric, how long have you been playing bingo?
About 4 or 5 years since we've been here.
Good. And you
So-
enjoy it?
Yeah,
Good.
yeah.
What's your
it's
favorite thing?
winning?
There you go.
No, it's being able to group with the group.
Yeah. Do you
Does
sit
it-
with the same people every time?
Generally, we all sit at the tables that we've chosen, so to
Okay.
speak, and then our group generally comes to the same table. Every now and then somebody comes in or comes out, but it's predominantly the same table almost each
But you'd
week.
welcome anybody new coming in,
Yeah,
I'm sure.
we invite
Yeah.
anybody to join us.
I think that's so often a problem with our groups here, that people, well, if I go, I'm not going to know anybody, and they won't welcome me, and they'll all have their friends already, and I'll feel like an outsider. But I get the feeling bingo isn't that way.
No, it's more like Jefferson. I go to eat, and we don't have a designated table. We just go where we're assigned.
Yeah.
And because that's more fun, because we generally meet somebody new,
And they're always interesting.
And Jefferson attracts a lot of the other neighborhoods.
Yes,
Because it's different.
Yeah, it's just a different way,
it's
a little different way of
buffet
eating.
rather than,
Yeah.
So the same thing with bingo, the more people we can get in, the more they'll join.
Yeah.
And it's
And
like
bring-
everything around
and bring
here.
a
If you don't know
friend.
what it is, you ought to at least try it.
Yes. Don't just go and stand at the bottom of the stairs
Right,
and look.
yeah. A lot of people, I play dominoes a couple of times a week, and a lot of people come in and look at it, but they don't play.
Now that's what I should do because I've never understood dominoes, so I should just go and learn.
Yeah, we just invite them to come in and watch.
Yeah, well, that's good.
And that's what some of them will do, and some of them want to play. But that's not usually the case. It's
Yeah.
just, I want to see what do you do?
What's going on?
Yeah.
And it sounds to me like what's going on at bingo is having fun. Donna, how long have you been playing bingo?
About 3.5 years.
And do you love it?
Oh, I do.
Look forward to
We
it?
hate to miss a Friday night.
Yeah.
Marie and John just do an amazing
Aren't
job.
they a good team?
Yes, they are. Very busy.
Yes, they are.
But when we first started getting together, we were using the old-fashioned system. And then they
What's the
upgraded
old-fashioned
to this
system?
giant screen where you can see the numbers very clearly if you have difficulty, and it's very modern.
I'm glad you said that because I've only been one time, and I was like one of you that said you said you hadn't played since grade school, and I'm not sure I even played in grade school. So I went with a friend, and she showed me what to do. But I thought bingo cards you had to put little discs on, and then I heard that there were some kind of stamps, so I didn't know what to do. And I was surprised to find that the cards have little windows, and you open and close the windows according to whether the number has been called.
But Marie and John add so much to it. They, on special days, they'll come in dressed up. Some of the other
In
people will
costume.
too.
All
Oh, yeah.
right.
And it's just, they continue to amaze me.
That's good. And you mentioned you showed me on your computer. You use a computer to call the numbers. There's no more little balls coming up, and the computer calls the numbers, and it projects on a screen. So if you have difficulty hearing, you can look on the screen and see what the number is.
And when somebody wins, they come up to Marie and they're just smiling ear to ear.
Well, the one time I went, I actually did win one time.
Oh,
so it was
good.
pretty exciting. That was good.
It's a lot of fun.
Gave me a reason to go back.
And I have them shout out bingo.
Oh, yes.
Because I don't hear very well. So I always say, you need to shout out bingo so I can hear it.
Right.
But we had a lot of fun at Halloween bingo.
Oh.
Because I said, okay, now if you win bingo, you have to yell boo bingo.
Oh.
And
Did they do
so
it?
That was a lot of fun to hear people say boo bingo
So
on Halloween.
Yeah, that's a good idea. So one of the things that each you have 10 games
Yes.
each night, and the games are different, and I think we have a graphic to show with the different kinds of games. So what you're doing is on your card, those are the ones that you have to fill.
Yes, the little black dots that you
Yeah.
can see on the screen are the places where underneath that is a number on your card. So
Right.
when you fill out all of the little black dots for that particular pattern, let's say number 2 game, which is the T for turkey.
Right.
So when you fill out that T on your card, then you yell bingo.
Then it's bingo.
And then they will bring the card to me, and I just verify that they've covered the right numbers.
Yeah, and I've read
mean,
it, when I was reading it, was a good tip that don't change your card until you're sure that the winner has been verified.
Exactly, and I usually remind them until we have a verified winner.
Right.
And I mean, it costs just $1 to get one card, and you
Right.
can play 10 games for $1. So it's very inexpensive
Yeah.
and entertainment.
And bring cash.
And we, yes, we like cash.
Yep.
We especially want $1 bills
Okay.
because of our cashier system, which is pretty elementary, but even so, it makes it so much easier if people come to bingo prepared to pay $1 in $1 bills for each card that they want to
Right.
buy.
And you could buy as many cards as you wish.
As you can
buy
handle.
As many cards as you can keep
as
up with.
many as you can handle.
How many
That's-
cards do you play at a time,
I
Eric?
generally play 3, sometimes 4, but
Okay,
generally
how many
3.
do you do, Donna?
But there are
4,
people,
but I wish I could play 6.
Do you? Maybe you'll work up to that.
Yeah.
That's right.
It is hard to keep
It's
track
hard
of
to
all of them.
keep track of them, you know, I think it is anyway. Before you start to remember which one did I look at first, you know?
That's right.
And because the numbers are all different
Yeah.
on each card.
Yeah.
They're not the same cards.
Oh, no, no two cards are
right.
alike in the
So you
sets that we
gotta,
have.
it's a mind thing. You gotta test your mind.
Yeah.
And of course, here, a lot of people tend to forget.
Well, we have, you know, we have classes for brain stimulation and all of this. Bingo is that.
It is. It's just a contemporary class.
Yeah.
But we don't want anybody to be left out. So our bingo doors are open to anybody here at
Sure.
Greenspring and to their families. We love to see people come with their grandchildren.
Oh, that would be a
or
fun way to
the different,
spend an evening with your grandchildren.
Yes, it is really fun for them, and it's something different with the pattern bingo. And so if you have a visual issue, you can hear the number being called. And even the people around you at the table will help you fill
Sure.
out. So we have some people who come on EMVs, they can push themselves right up to the table. Even if you have a little bit of memory loss, it's very good for you to concentrate.
Some of the things that
on
both,
those
I know
things.
both you and I were looking up some things about this on the internet, and they were, all of the articles underlined the fact that it improves your concentration and your listening skills.
And it does. And I
Yeah.
tell you, when
You
I
really have to
begin
focus.
calling at 7 o'clock, all the hubbub in the room from people getting together to meet is gone. And you can hear a pin drop in
Yep.
that room when the numbers are started to call. And then, of course, in between games, everybody relaxes, and it's
Right.
a challenge like, okay, I'm going to get bingo on this next game.
Right.
And sometimes we have the same person who might win 2 or 3 games in
Oh,
a
wow.
row. And fortunately, the rest of the people at their table don't quite ostracise them.
That's
But it's fun to see who wins.
Sure.
And people get so excited, even though the winnings are a few dollars. I mean,
But it's always fun to win.
It is.
I think
It's
my
just fun.
favorite thing, and I about halfway through the evening, I realized that I came in and my knees hurt and my head hurt, and I was worried about this and worried about that. If you're concentrating on those cards, all of that goes away.
That's right.
Exactly.
You don't think anything about it except what those numbers are.
That's
So
exactly
that's a
right.
good one. What else did it say on here? Improves your hand and eye coordination. You have to stay alert to hear the numbers and to remember them long enough to check on them, which can be a problem. And interestingly, and this was somebody's real research, it helps you recoup more quickly after serious illness or surgery. Who knew?
I thought that was interesting to
Yeah.
know that also.
Yeah.
That it's a good way to recuperate. Because you're having fun. And I think in essence, you're taking your mind off of what is bothering you.
I think that's it.
Even if it's, we always finish within 2 hours. We have a long break
Right.
in between
Yeah.
games 5 and 6. And,
Like a seventh inning stretch.
and they can get up and stretch. And in fact, I encourage them to do
Sure.
that. So it's
wise.
it's just really a lot of fun.
So we are out of time.
Oh my.
Thank you so much for joining us, but we'll remind people that our next game is tonight, November 15th, in the Hunters Crossing Conference Center. Doors open at 6:15. The calling begins at 7. And bring some $1 bills to buy some cards. And come and have fun.
Yes.
Thank
Come
you
one,
for
come
joining
all.
us. Come one, come all. Thank you for joining
Okay.
us, all three of you.
Thank you.